Ever feel like you're constantly chasing after something, a relationship, success, happiness, only to feel exhausted and empty handed, like you're desperately trying to catch a butterfly that keeps fluttering away? It is actually to the defining of the metaphor, the butterfly, and the garden thing. And is that what if I told you there is a different way to a way attract to the what you are the truly desire for without the constant struggle every time. And it is the idea that don't chase the butterflies and grow a beautiful garden. And the butterflies, those external things we often pursue most of the time. And the garden, it is your inner self and your growth and resilience. And you might be wondering, why does it always, if I'm pushing forward all the time constantly, why is it chasing the fails at these pitfalls of your external focus or overtime work? So why doesn't chasing work actually? Because it breeds to your frustration and disappointment. You focus on the lack and not the abundance within you with your material, and additionally, it distracts you from the genuine work of your self-improvement, and all your energy is outward, is leaving a little for your own growth. And these the desperation of can be repellent. The authenticity is a magnetic thing, and the chasing it often feels inauthentic to be real. It just has to be done some way. The nature of the butterflies are fleeting. Their nature is to move, so you can force them to stay. So there is a brief to think that I have a personal electrodote. I feel just chasing at a reading, for an example, 100 pages of book, and just didn't fulfill just my own to-do list. Therefore, just I had just reading a book thing that just wanted to be reading rather than the wanted just being have the obligation turned into be. So there is a no chance to be if you're the nature of the thing, the move, that the thing that you had chasing before. So initially, so lastly, you can force them to stay. It might be seemed fascinating to so much the chasing always the butterflies, but let me tell you something about the rather than the chasing the butterflies sort of for the fleeting one, starting to planting your the seeds and identifying what to cultivate within. And so how do we start growing our garden that belongs us? And it begins with introspection. So you could ask yourself what I genuinely want to cultivate with myself. This will be have a guideline so for you. There will be it could be a values to what your have to own principles that it aligned with your own life. So these principles guiding your life. What is truly important to you? And so like it could be kindness, integrity, or creativity. So they could be some of them the values. It could be a prioritizing one, and of course these you have the skills. So what do you want to learn or improve in the future? There's a now you can do now for enforcing your own skills, and it could be the practicing some sort of specialized skills for your about your intentions or intention, as I said, intentions or the passions repassing. What does your bring you a joy and fulfillment? And it could be any hobby that you just maybe are going gym or the painting, drawing, studying. It doesn't matter. It depends on the person. And so there's a last one, the qualities. What a kind of person do you aspire to be? And so these are the positive traits to be treated like resilience or empathy for those you just aspire to some specific person. And in fact, who doesn't want to be the direct word from doing this something that for positive for yourself? So the nurturing or the garden is it takes in the role, and these it covers a consistency, patience, and overcoming the challenges as well. And these are things that are probably the challenging one, the journey of the growing your own garden. So it could be have these three the separate parts. There could be a first one, the watering, weeding, and providing support to your plants. What do I mean by that? So growing a beautiful garden isn't a one-time event. It doesn't gonna be happen in overnight. So it requires a consistent effort, even if it's small. One day, it does not miss the outlook for even one day, and patience. To think of like this, and small and consistent actions, everybody is calling that, but yield the big results over time. Just like a regular watering or nourishes a plant in your garden, if you have in your yard, there will be weeds and setbacks, challenges. Don't get discouraged for them, for they had been faced, and learn to identify for then and address them, how to overcome if I going to be face them again in the future. So growth definitely takes time, but don't compare. This is the most significant one. Don't compare your garden to the garden to others. To focus on your own progress. You have your own pace, and just comparing to make you worse. The people's always gonna think that the grass is greener is it until they step foot over them. This one, it is the next step after just adjusting the own garden to the after just evaluating the processing and defining the own self-curve about your own garden. Now it is the real time of attracting the other butterflies, and the natural outcome of the inner growth will be the butterflies for gracefully landing on your flowers, basically in your garden. So here's a beautiful truth. So when you focus on cultivating your inner world, you naturally become the more attractive the things you desire to do. Why? Because the confidence that blossoms at that time as you grow and develop, your self-worth increases and making you more magnetic to the other butterflies that you're attracted, and authenticity and shines at its right time. When you're rooted in your values and passions, with that being said, you attract a genuine connections, not the fake one. The opportunities arise organically. So your skills and passions can open doors you never expected. To wrap it up throughout the video, the purpose, it is actionable steps and the reflection to, so what is one thing you can do today and start nurturing your own garden? It could be the actionable steps that are for just you can take immediately. You can journal for 10 minutes about your values or your passions, or dedicating the 15 minutes to hobby each day to the hobby you enjoy, of course, not the forcing the one, and just being more focused on to reflecting your which seeds they want to or you want to plant in your own garden to the attracting other butterflies. Before I'm going to the end of this podcast, what are you going to start cultivating in your garden? So you can share in the comments or down below, and let's support each other on this journey of growth. And of course, please check out the subscribe for more content of personal growth, and please consider sharing this with someone who might need this message or this video. So until the next time, peace out.